Hi, my name is Anders Lind, and I've achieved a higher world ranking in World of Warcraft than in table tennis.
So what is it? What is your
23.
23,
Yeah.
and your highest ranking in table tennis was?
26.
26.
Yeah.
But when it all came out that you were going to play at Dortmund, I think it was 29, right?
I don't know.
You don't know. The new format, I just told Anders Lind, is in Germany it's called Dyn bittet zu Tisch. In English it's something like...
I understand German.
Yeah, how much? Can we speak in German?
No, we cannot speak, but you could speak in German probably.
Okay. How good is your German if you just try it?
If I spoke, it would not be good enough for a long conversation, but I would understand like 80-90% of what you're saying.
Okay. So, Dyn bittet zu Tisch. Anders, look at this card. A lot of questions.
Yes.
Let's start with the first thing. The news that you're going to be new in the league with Dortmund was amazing. It was huge. How was the process for you?
I mean, I played in Germany 4 or 5 years ago and decided to move to France to play there for some years. And I mean, I've always planned on returning to the Bundesliga because it is the best league. It has probably some of the best atmospheres, and for sure it has the best European clubs. So of course, if you want to achieve something in this sport and you really want very good matches to help you improve yourself, Germany is the place you need to be. So that's why I came back.
What is your best memory?
I remember we played the Final Four when I was in Grenzau.
Yeah.
And this was a big deal because I don't think Grenzau ever played this before, and we were big underdogs. We beat Saarbrücken in the quarterfinal. And it was nice, you know. It was the first time I experienced playing in front of thousands of people in a great atmosphere. We lost 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, and we were gone in 25 minutes.
Okay.
But it was a great experience anyways.
Okay. And when we now go back to maybe, let's say, January, how did it all start that you're going to be the new one for Dortmund?
I was looking for a club, and of course I had my eyes on a few French clubs, a few German clubs, and but then I spoke to Dortmund, and they seemed to need a new player who would play both number 1, number 2, number 3 in the team. One guy who was playing everywhere, and I also want this, to be able to play number 1 when I feel like I have the level for this. And that's why Dortmund was like top, because the other teams already had stronger players than myself in the team. So yeah, this was one of the big things. And then
but it has to be very fast at that moment, yeah, because it was quite a little late. It was January, February, like something like this. So it has to be fast.
Yes, it has to be fast. And then I spoke to Dortmund. I spoke to our coach Evgeny, and he seemed very nice, and he seemed interested in me. And within, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, I already signed the contract and knew I was going to Dortmund.
And I read something about 15 matches. How will it all work? Where do you live? Where do you train? I read that you are already married. Is that true? Of course it's true.
No, I have one apartment in Denmark, so that when I have some weeks where I'm able to not have like constant matches, I will go to Denmark and practice. But when we have matches, or if I have international tournaments and I don't have the time to travel back and forth, I also have one apartment in Saarbrücken where I will practice. So I will probably be more in Saarbrücken than in Denmark this season.
Is there the team is coming to Dortmund together to do some trainings? Yeah.
Yeah. We will meet 1 or 2 days before every match and prepare as a team together. Yes.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the 2 years in France. You just mentioned 4 years in France, but one was very, very good. I think you lost around 4 matches or something.
One season I started 0-3 and I finished 26-4.
This one, I mean this one. Just tell us a little bit about that. It was crazy.
It was not last season, but the season before that. It was the season where I started playing again and being able to practice again after my accident. And I really wanted a good start. And then in the first match of the season, I played against a player I normally believe I should beat. I had a lot of match balls and I lost. And then after 1 week, I was already 0-3. And I was like, damn, whatever. Now we just keep going, we try. And then 2 months after, I was 15-3 and I lost 1 match and I won like 11 more in a row. So that season was crazy. Everything was going my way. Every set it was 10-10. I got the net ball, I got the edge ball, and everything just seemed to go in my favor.
And the ball, was it, yeah?
Yeah.
But this was the season before the two brothers, Lebrun,
Yes.
played there, right?
Yes, they were in Pro B at this time.
Yeah. So all crazy that they played Pro B just 1 year ago
Yes.
or something like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to, I don't know the right pronunciation, Hörsholm?
Hörsholm, yes.
Hörsholm, where you grew up?
Yeah.
How did it all start with you and table tennis?
I mean, my parents both played in like a hobby level, and they actually met each other at a local table tennis tournament 35 years ago or whatever, or 20 years ago. And no, not 20, I'm 25. 35 years ago is around. Okay. 35 years ago, and of course, because they both played, and my grandparents on my mother's side, they had a table tennis in their basement. So of course, when I was already 4 or 5 years old, both my parents liked table tennis. They would bring me to the basement, put me on a wooden chair so I could see over the table, and my dad would take my arm and move it for me, you know, to be like.
And what was it for you in your early years?
I mean, this I don't remember. That's what my parents told me. Okay. I don't have memory of this.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's true. But I started in a local club when I was 6. And then I played, and already quite fast I was beating much older people that had played and practiced much longer, and then I played this what is it called, Euro Mini Champs in France, where I won this, and I also won the other one, top 16 in Belgium a few weeks after, and of course this is the tournament you play against all the best Europeans your own age and the year above actually, because I played the one when they were 1 year older. And I won all, and I was like, it's pretty good. And my dad was so proud and so happy, and this was a great memory. It's very nice.
And all the Danish people and Swedish, and they have such a good English.
Yeah.
Their English is just very, very good.
Video games.
Video games, yeah.
That's
the reason.
It's not from school.
But if it's like hearing or talking for you.
Both.
Both. Okay, with a headset and
yeah, okay. Yeah, but also texting. Like you know the grammar and stuff and the pronunciation, etc. It just improves when you speak English on a daily basis.
Okay, back to Hörsholm. Who were the most important persons around you?
Mom and dad.
Mom and dad.
Sure. Dad was helping me. He was my coach until I was 12 or 13. He taught me how to play backhand topspin. He taught me how to play forehand topspin. And also, very importantly, he was the one who was investing. You know, he was paying for me to go to Sweden to play one tournament. He was investing that I could go to some practice camps around in Europe, etc. So without this, I would never have, first of all, fell in love with the sport, but also not achieved, you can say, success at an early age that has given me confidence that has been with me throughout my entire life.
And coaches?
I mean, the coach we have now in Denmark, Linus, he's the only reason I'm still playing as well. Like without him, I would be nothing really.
There's something waiting for you under your car, but it's going to be later.
Yeah, he's really amazing. I love him dearly.
So this was also an important person for you.
Yeah, I started working with him when I was 17, and he has done like so much for me. I can't even explain how much it is.
What was it in one word, maybe?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything in one word, okay, yeah. That's nice.
You said one word.
I asked you before, you had this very dangerous car accident, and I asked you if it's okay for you to talk about it, and you said yes, it is okay. Did that change anything in your life or something like this?
Yeah, I mean, it changed my whole personality, basically. Yeah. I don't know if we've met before, but if you talked to me 6 years ago, I was completely different in basically every aspect of life. Okay. So yeah, it changed me very, very, very much.
Okay, this was not your fault, this accident, and you were out of order for several months, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, after it happened, and the doctors took an X-ray, they told me that, okay, you will not be paralyzed in your legs, but it's like 80-90% chance that you would have it with the accident I had. So I'm very lucky there that I'm not paralyzed. And they told me I would need 12 months break and then maybe 6 months rehab. So 18 months before I could maybe play again. But then already like 6 months after, we won bronze at the Europeans, where I beat Pitchford, Freitas, Drinkhole, etc. So this was also like miracle.
And what changed in your mind? Are you more glad today, or
I mean, it was a very, very depressing time. And of course, if you have a time of your life that you can look back at where everything sucked and everything was horrific, but when I have bad days now, like if I have a bad day tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I will just think back to that time and I will directly be happy again because it's not like that. So yeah.
Did you think that table tennis could be over for you?
Yeah, well, sure it was. Like I broke my back in multiple places. It's not an injury you can normally come back from. Yeah. So yeah, I was almost sure it was over. That's why I was so sad. That's also what helped me change, because before the accident I was not so serious. I was lazy. I was not putting in the work every day that I knew I had to put in. But then during the break I realized how much I miss table tennis, how much I love this sport. And that has also helped me to be more professional and be better at pursuing my dreams and my goals.
Okay. So table tennis was not over for you. And when we come to the time now, just to give some things from the last couple of years, you reached the quarterfinal in Durban, beat Jang Woo-jin. It was to be at the last 8 in World Championships. It's very great achievement. Paris 2024 this year, last 16 against Harimoto. And the team event, 9-7 in the deciding set against Truls Moregard in the team event. So these are just amazing results for you.
I mean, I didn't beat Truls.
Yeah, of course. But
he was very tired, though. I believe how he played in this match, I should beat him. Because if he played like he did in singles, I would not have 2-2 9-7.
What happened at 9-7?
I made a long serve, and he played cross. I edged, because I was like 9-7, I was a little bit nervous, because, Olympics, you're playing against the guy who won silver medal yesterday, it would be great. And then 9-8, he received short, I play long, he go here, I try to go straight, and I miss like this. You
have it all in your mind, yeah?
9-9, I received good short, half high in forehand. Instead of playing Boomba straight, I play in his racket. He goes straight with this ugly block, and I miss time. Okay. And then 10-9, he makes half long serve. I make the best receive of my life. Like, really, like, wait. Like, if the net is here, it landed here. So low, so heavy. And he just made like this down there. And I'm like, okay. That's why he wins this medal and I don't.
Okay, I saw the last few points on that match. Okay. The last thing, you're vlogging. You like to do some...
I'm not vlogging.
Yeah, something like this. What is vlogging for you?
Vlogging is when you have a camera on your face every second, every day, and you post it.
Okay. But that's not what you're doing.
No.
So what is the word for this? You're making videos.
I make videos in the rare occasions that I have some free time, because I really enjoy making them.
Yeah. But you really enjoy it, and sometimes the topics are very interesting, like not incorrect services.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this.
Yeah. Do you think anything changed after this?
No.
Do you think you can use it for something?
No, I was waiting that because I made the video, umpires would start faulting me more, because some of my serves are also not correct, and I'm like, that would be fair. My serves are not correct. Fault me. But nothing changed. So it's like every opponent I play against, they hide the ball, they throw it too wrong, falls behind there. So does my serves. No one says anything. It's like, change the rules or start taking the serves.
Okay. Yes, Anders, so we had the appetizer when you were just sitting over there. We had the main course. This was the main course, yeah? And now we have the dessert. What I want from you now, no, it's not the card. This is the second one. The first one, for the second time. Wow. An elevator pitch about your own game. You know what an elevator pitch is?
No.
When you know an elevator to get from first floor, second floor, yeah? So you have, let's say, 25 or 30 seconds time to tell another person why your game, a table tennis game, is very good. So you just step into the elevator, the doors are closing.
And you have to explain to him why your game is good before we could both leave the elevator.
Yeah, right. So we have, let's say, 30 seconds from now on, why is your game good? And go.
I don't really have a plan, so how can my opponents read me when I don't know what I'm going to do myself? I have a lot of spin in basically every shot I make. I play in a different tempo, which is ugly because when you practice against players the same tempo every day, my tempo change is difficult to deal with. And I have a very good serve.
21 seconds. It was nice to meet you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Very nice elevator pitch. This was perfect, actually. And the last thing is you can now watch the card and just read what's standing there. The name is to be continued. You can just read it loud.
Yeah. When the national...
No, just above.
Your task, finish the sentences.
Finish the sentences.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 4 sentences
yeah.
and you have to finish them.
When the national coach Linus Mernsten said his game is art, he means that what I do with a table tennis ball is special, that it's not seen so often and it's something that you cannot learn. I think, because he tells me sometimes.
Good answer. Okay, second one.
Before I play the strawberry, I think this is either gonna be super fucking cool or a direct miss on my receive.
We didn't actually talk about your strawberry, but it's obvious it's your shot.
Yeah. Part of me would like to get better at having discipline in the day-to-day basis, because there's still a lot of errors I make that cost me time regarding of quality in the practices.
Okay. And the last one?
I have never beaten a top 10 player on the ranking.
Okay.
I've beaten loads where they have been top 10 2 days after. Three times they were top 10 2 or 3 days after I beat them. Beaten number 11, number 13, number 15.
What was your best win?
I think when I beat Yang Vujin, he was 11. I think that's the best. Then I beat Pitch when he was 12. I had this 2-2 9-11 against Dang when he was 8. Against Franz. Okay, you can say if I beat Franz, he wouldn't be top 10 because it was in Saudi where he went to the final.
You had match point, right?
No.
Or it wasn't even in there?
It was 2-2 11-11 and I had high ball and I slipped.
Yeah.
And I threw my racket.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, but it will come, I'm sure.
So this was Anders Lind. Thank you very much for this. Nice talk. I don't know how long. I hope it's fine with the time, but we will see.
No stress.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.